technical issues on the birthday? Absolutely no way at all. The only reason that we might be starting, 2 minutes late is because some people, some animals, some thugs have stormed Threshold. They've got placards. They've got lobster hats. Oh, God. Your mum's a jump-up DJ. There's a hammer and sickle, but with a USB 3 logo going through it. This is a pre-record. Oh, my God. Let's see them lobsters. Chubby waitress right now. Oh, God. Oh, this is free. No, ban.
I mean, is this to free them, or are you giving them away for free?
I hope so. Yeah, free to a good home. Free. Yeah, buy a collect. Christ on a bike. There's another microphone for you there. Squiff's in the house, everybody. Oi oi. Please state your names and what your business. State name and business, please.
Bennett here for a cheeky bit of storming on a Tuesday morning.
Yep. Good.
My name is Nick Brock, and oh God, just what is even the point of me?
What is the point of you? Jesus, look, that's a sorry state of affairs.
That's nihilism.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Wow, that's someone who's been listening to too much Greta, I think.
Or too much coffee and memes.
Yes, almost certainly. Guys, 1 year on, we are still here. I still have enough sanity held together in order to actually turn on the cameras every morning. Look, we can get a third camera in, which I'm not quite. So there's a sort of roving camera.
Shaky cam.
Woo! Look, you can do sort of Wayne's World style, like extreme close-up. Whoa! Crazy. That is what people pay the Patreon money for, quite honestly.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, 1 year on. Welcome to Coffee and Memes.
Steady job and a couple extra potatoes. That's all I want.
You're getting on. You're pushing 30, Slugger. You know, it's time to think about getting some ambition.
Oh, I always figured I'd live a little bit longer without it.
Don't forget, kid, that what you're trying to do here is to be bright and chipper and entertaining and intelligent and sort of glitzy, and that's funny, and it's kind of cool, and it's interesting, and it's edgy, and all of that. It puts that facade of momentary charisma on you, and if you don't play that out, you actually fail.
Oh, Jesus, someone's going to have to go upstairs and let Hayley in. Hayley is in the chat. Please let me in. She's out there getting the cake.
No, this is chaos.
It's
Fucking
wild.
love it. It's great.
Yeah. As I said, please, that dynamic microphone, honk it like a stepdad's Johnson. Just, go on, yeah, give it a little well.
Let's not pretend I don't know how to do this.
Yeah, you go. See, now we're in business. Oh, baby Jesus. Also, there's rumours that we have another 2 lobsters on their way. Squidgy and D have driven down from God even knows where and are now looking for somewhere to park. There is no room. The tit sweat, I feel, is going to be at an all-time high.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to have to sit on the floor or something.
Yeah, definitely. They can just wait outside. Look, Wesley has got a birthday hat on. He's looking fit AF. Cheers for that, Squiff. He looks a lot smarter than I do.
I thought I'd go for gold because, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hayley's been on the case with cocktails and cake this morning, so there will be Buckfast coming round. It's going to be... I can't get over chubby waitress right now. Also, there's like, you've gone for all running gags, but that one only started yesterday. I mean, it's now become a running gag, I guess.
Yeah, it started. You meant to go on.
Yeah, so anyone who missed that, me and Jim of Ranking Radio fame were out for his birthday on Saturday, and we were in a restaurant, and we were asked to leave the restaurant, and we still don't know why. But the chubby waitress threw us out. God bless her.
Is it going to haunt you?
I just want to know why. I just, like, Look, I know there would have been a reason, and a good reason at that. Like, I'm not questioning the legitimacy of the ejection. I just want to know what it was that tipped it over the edge. Could have been everything.
Could be a number of things.
The food was delicious. Huh?
Is there a list of possibilities?
Well, we were being very loud. That's a good place to start,
one.
I guess. There was almost certainly some crudeness. I mean, we were. It started
The bloke
earlier.
at the next table going, yeah, my son's crying now, thanks.
Yeah, it's very possible. We were at the pub at lunch, and there was a very sweet old couple next to us. They were probably in their late 60s, maybe early 70s, just having a quiet drink on a Saturday sunny afternoon in Brighton. And Jim sat across from me complaining about the estate agent who's trying to buy a house up. And he's going, I will literally fill the geezer's ass full of cum. I will fill his, I will blow my beans into his asshole. I fucking hate this guy.
I think
you
that's
have to
probably
do
why you
that
got
now?
kicked out.
I've never bought a house, but
No,
I'm
that's
not sure
part of the
I'm
process.
ready.
Yeah, that's part of the process.
Oh, gee. Wow, okay.
I thought in buying a house, the
it's got a
estate
lot
agent
easier.
shafts you.
Yes. Come on, guys. Come on. Where's the where's the badum? Go on. Look, there's all manner of nonsense in it today. Look, we've got lots of people. Cheers, Wodge. Wodge, one of just two people that added us on Skype. So thanks for that, Wodge, and Stranger as well. He says, "What can possibly go wrong?" And yeah, who knows? I mean, look, if you want to add me on Skype, will@threshold.fm. And we'll just give that a try later. You know, we're here all morning. We'll wait till the bucky kicks in, and we'll go from there. Huh? Bucky?
Hey.
Bucky inbound.
Inbound Bucky.
Oh, no.
Woo. Oh dear.
Hello.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that looks good.
Fucking hell.
Lord of mercy. Oh, this is wild.
Hey.
Yeah, well,
Cheers.
to Wesley.
Lobbos.
Wesley.
Woo! Alright. That's fine, but I mean, Buckfast is not strong, especially.
I've never
It's
tried
very-
it before,
You
but
never
Very
tried it
much,
before?
No, I-
first time for me. As
I
well.
see why people.
It's very much
See why
a
people are
breakfast
keen.
drink, yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Now we're getting them. Yeah, D's D's on Skype. Tom Hall, he's there. Let's just get D on the horse. Are there any? Guys haven't got headphones with you or anything, have you? Or ask the Trickstar boys in the next room if they can avail us of some headphones. Let's just get D on the horn now. See what happens.
All right.
Yeah, where is that guy?
Woo! D.
What's up then?
Double drop the D.
Why is it like that?
Where are you? Is that...
You got no video on.
No video, just audio, baby boy.
Hang on. No.
Oh, there they are.
Hey!
I wonder if that would. Let's give it a little try. See whether or not we can get it up on. Where's Skype?
Oh, Squidge doing it right, I see.
Yeah, there they are.
Nice.
Squidge is on the on the fucking Cronenbergs already. Where are you?
We're about a mile away.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Park in the Churchill Square car park. That's your best bet.
Alright. I'll get up on the twat now in a minute.
Hot
Yeah.
parking tips.
Yeah. Hot parking tips on Threshold.fm.
That's what we all came for.
Yeah, right. Okay, we'll see you clans in a bit. Nice one.
Right, see you shortly.
Bye.
Oh, racist.
Right, this is working. I'm impressed with the technology.
That's brilliant.
Let's find out what's going on in the news. Oh, cheers, Bildo. Cheers, Dimmy. Cheers, Watch. You fine fucking lobsters. Right, that's just nonsense, isn't it? We've got. This looks interesting. Woman bites camel's testicles in bizarre truck stop showdown. Damn. Okay. Yep. That seems interesting. Keen to get into that. Got some good smoking gun news.
There's a lot about that sentence that's just
Triggering.
not triggering, just,
Confusing.
you know, when you have an algorithm that just like throws words together and makes up headlines, it doesn't
Yeah.
seem real.
It's not dissimilar
The
from
New
my.
York Post. What the fuck?
Yeah. It's not dissimilar from my your mum insult generator that
Yeah.
just throws random
You
strings
mean I didn't do
together.
this?
This is my new New York Post article generator. I could make a Vice. There's been a Vice headline generator, I think.
There's
What
a
is it? I
bot
saw the thing
clickbait
that throw
generator.
dildo at a
Yeah,
whiteboard.
That's pretty much it. What else have we got?
Ketamine.
Teenager charged for domestic tomato assault. Did she assault the tomato, or is she assaulting people with tomatoes? Florida woman, of course. A Florida woman who wanted to eat more than her fair share of tomatoes at the dinner table is facing criminal charges for allegedly assaulting elderly relatives who thwarted a grubby vegetable gambit. Records show. God, the smoking gun is such a class act compared to the Metro and Lab Bible. Come on, thwarted her grubby vegetable gambit. You would not get that from fucking Jasper Hamill, would you?
He couldn't even spell it.
No, Christ, yeah, you're right. Katie Jade Gates, 19, allegedly became incensed when... Hold on, let me get the... Get it up on a thing. We just had a sort of blank Skype thing now. That's no one's friend, is it? There she is. She looks too nice to be assaulting the elderly with tomatoes, doesn't she?
She looks like she absolutely loves tomatoes.
Yeah, look, she's got herself a special tomato outfit and everything.
Rose a set of cheeks and everything.
Yeah, God bless her.
She's gotten arrested dressed as a tomato.
Yeah, I mean, or I don't know. Maybe she's vegan and maybe it's driven her mad, and it could be that could be why. Katie Jade
That could
Gates.
be the next Hitler.
Could be.
Where it starts.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. Allegedly became incensed when she was denied additional tomatoes during supper on September the 12th. She needs that. It was a Japanese guy that invented a robot that rides on your shoulders and feeds you tomatoes as you run. That's what she needs. Finally, side 20! Jesus, it's going to be fucking anarchy today. Gates' grandmother told police that the teenager began to throw a fit because she couldn't have more tomatoes at the dinner table. Gates allegedly threw a bottle of water at her grandfather and a pack of cigs, her 73-year-old female relative, who was struck in the eye by the airborne tobacco.
What, Florida, where tobacco is cheap and tomatoes are a fight-worthy commodity?
Yep.
All right.
That's how it goes.
I'm going back.
When confronted about her behaviour by her grandmother, Gates allegedly grabbed a knife and began threatening him with it. Motherfucker, I'll stab you in your fucking face, she said, according to the Nassau County Sheriff's Office.
This bitch is gangster.
Jesus, she loves tomatoes. Wow. Gates, witnesses told cops, chased her grandfather with a knife and poked the weapon at his face. During police questioning, Gates reportedly admitted hitting her relative in the face with the cig packet. She also acknowledged picking up a knife and approaching her grandfather, but denied attempting to strike him with the knife in her hand during the argument. Gates was arrested and charged with 2 felonies. Now, she's done. She is done. How old is she? 19. So,
She'll be tried as an adult.
I guess so, or do you have to be 21 for that? No, 19 do it, especially in Florida as well. You can probably get married at 11 in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But 21 before you start drinking. How does that work?
Yeah, I don't, yeah. Gates was arrested, 2 felonies, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and aggravated battery on a victim at age 65, which is out on a bond of $18,000. Wow.
Well.
Well. That's a nice one to get started with today. Christ, what other madness have we got?
All because of tomatoes.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You got to watch out. They're technically a
tomatoes
fruit.
Have crack in them?
Yeah.
Well, I don't get it.
Yeah, they're meth-based tomatoes. They're full of Tide Pods.
I mean, that bond alone can buy a couple of tomatoes at least.
Yeah.
You would think, yeah. You can start a tomato business.
Yeah, I'm off to start a tomato farm in Florida.
Yeah. So you get all your 19-year-olds. They are crazy.
She was pleased as punch. Look at her.
But you know the crazy ones are the best in bed.
Threaten to stab you in the face while she does it.
Yes, you like. Can we have sex that doesn't involve putting tomatoes in my bum, please, darling?
Yeah, exactly. What are you talking about?
Model opens up about her worst ever Tinder dates, including a man who killed her dog. Yeah, that's rough, man. That's a rough date for all concerned, I think. Jodie Weston, who has appeared on Channel 5's Rich Kids Go Skint, has decided to give up on online dating and going back to meeting real people in real life after 3 horrendous Tinder dates. Oh dear. Well, yeah. There she goes. Tinder can be... No preamble, please. Okay. Even though she'd used the popular app for 2 weeks, the 26-year-old had far more than her fair share of awful dates, including a man who claims bought her a pet chihuahua and then actually... Oh, he bought the dog with him and then killed it. What, as a sort of sacrifice? Like Zuckerberg with the goat and the laser beam.
Bought it for her
Yeah.
the day, and what, did he sit on it or something? Chihuahuas, they're like rat size, aren't they?
Yeah, you can sit on it.
It's easily
no problem.
done.
Yeah. she's been put off the app for good after going on 3 horrendous dates, such as Mr. Right. The first date saw a guy meet her at a bar in London, which ended when he fell off his chair.
Hey, that can happen to anyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
That happened today.
She sounds
I think.
pretty picky to me.
Yeah. She said, my date spent the entire time leaning as forward in his chair as humanly possible until he practically had his face buried in my cleavage. I was about to make my excuses and tell him I had to leave when he leaned forward too far in his chair and fell off onto the floor. Probably didn't happen. I think that's probably a lie. Seems unlikely, doesn't it?
Hang on, she looks familiar to me.
Yeah. How do you get that scar on your head? For her second hope meeting the one, Jodie arranged to meet a guy at the cinema where they planned on watching the latest movie in a horror franchise, Purge.
Yeah, great date movie.
Great stuff. Yeah. And let's take you home and purge your virginity. But just as they were about to walk into the screen, she heard a woman screaming. Jodie, who's appeared on Channel 5's Rich Kids Go Skint and BBC's Eating With My Ex, said, a guy who worked in the city took me to the cinema to watch The Purge, and as we were about to go in, I heard a woman screaming. I turned around and saw a woman making a beeline for us. All I could see was her pointing and shouting with a sparkly ring on. I don't believe this happened either. I had no clue that he was married. I just got my popcorn and ice blast ready to see the film and was caught in the foyer between a cheating husband and his raging wife. I told them good luck and made for a quick exit. She's strange looking. The shape of her head is a bit sort of Brain of Pinky and the Brain fame, isn't it?
She's been in 2 shows about rich kids going skint.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is just another publicity thing, really.
Do you reckon? Do you think you've uncovered the conspiracy?
All right, sarcasmo.
Doesn't she look a bit like one of those women from Mars Attacks?
Yeah, just like that. A little bit sex dolly as well. Like her face could easily be latex. She said the man however, the third was her worst dating experience yet. She said the man turned up in her flat in Canary Wharf, London, with a chihuahua as a gift. Jodie claimed his face totally screwed up and he looked like the devil had taken over his soul when she turned down the gift and he stormed out with the puppy. Model Jodie said she thought she would never see him again, so was shocked to find him sitting outside her flat days later. Jodie said, I kept in touch with him after the date, not because I wanted to continue dating him, but I was concerned for the dog's welfare. He continued trying to see me, but I told him I was going back to Derbyshire for a few days to see my family as an excuse. The morning I was due to go away, I went downstairs to get my mum's car, and who did I see waiting outside the entrance to my building? She said that her Tinder date then tagged along and spent a few days in the Midlands with her family, awkwardly asking her stepdad to adopt him. It seems very unlikely. Getting back to London from her disastrous trip, she revealed when we got back to London, I tried to have as minimal contact as possible. But a couple of weeks later, I found out that the dog had died, likely because he was feeding him a diet of Twiglets and Rubicon. What the fuck? What? Things took a bizarre turn when Jodie's Tinder guy wouldn't take no for an answer. She claimed after the chihuahua died, I tried to fully cut things off, but he wouldn't take no for an answer. One day I came home and the concierge of building called me to show that he'd sent a massive teddy bear, the biggest you've ever seen.
With the dog's carcass inside it.
Yeah, with the blood of a chihuahua smeared all over its face. Around an hour later, he started frantically texting me, asking if I got the gift and that he was coming over. I told him that I was going to ban him from the building. Well, that fucking works, doesn't it, trying to ban people from buildings? They just storm in with placards. It's a disgrace. He came in anyway and told me that if I didn't take him back, he'd call the police and get his he'd call the police to get his teddy bear back. In the end, he was escorted off the premises minus the teddy bear, which I still have. Right, so you take the gifts, yeah? Right?
Yeah, and
unbelievable.
then pose next to the teddy bear as well.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to get rid of a guy who's
in a
sending
sexy
you weird
outfit,
shit,
yeah,
you don't sex yourself up and then take a photo in front of the bear like that, do you?
Kind of victim blaming, buddy. There, kind of
dragging the bear into it.
The part-time DJ. Oh, see, there's your problem, isn't it? Said she also dated a guy who forced her to pay a £200 barbell in Oxford Circus when his card was declined. Forced? What? Like threatened her? Fucking pay it. She said that she was even dumped by an ex who left her on holiday, which led her to drinking whiskey in the hotel bar by herself.
There's a unifying factor in all these men who seem to be slightly unhinged. Her.
Yeah. That's. I think. Has she got crazy eyes? Would you say?
She's got dead eyes.
God damn. Wow, this goes on. Who's this? Is that side Twitty?
No.
It's Aaron Carter. Twitty! You out there? He's not. Well, tell him he looks like Aaron Carter, and Aaron Carter is having a rough time these days. Aaron Carter tweets that he was raped by his older sister. Jesus Christ. Yeah, he looks a bit like Machine Gun Kelly, who looks a bit like Eminem. It's all very confusing. I don't know what's going on. Christ on a bike. Look, let's cut to some shoe throwers. Christ.
Palette cleanser.
Yeah, seriously. I've got Doomsday by State of Mind off their album. It's a nice bit of gear. Just go with it for a minute. Should we all of us go and storm Trickstar after this? Wouldn't that be? Yeah. See if we can get their DAB taken away. So again,
the Flat Earthers are going to arrive in about half an hour.
Yeah, well, it's exclusively Flat Earth staff now. They've fired any of the other globe heads that work there, any of the round Earth shills. They're all gone now. Twitty had them all up against the wall. It was
shot.
Yeah, they're all buried underneath. State of Mind, Doomsday, sure. Oh! Now we're in business.
Slurring there.
Woo!
Oh, wow.
Ah, yes. Hayley, what's in these bad boys? All right, give Hayley the microphone.
So, we've got Buckfast,
Obs.
Malibu, passion fruit juice,
Lovely.
lime, and then I topped it up with a little bit of passion fruit Rubicon as well.
Ooh! That kills dogs, apparently. Because we've just found out that'll kill a chihuahua.
You got any twiglets?
Wow. Okay. Well, let's get into this action. I'm excited. I'm in a coconut as well.
Oh.
Yeah, fucking loving life. What are you on your phone for, Squiff? We're doing an important radio show.
No, it's the air horn thing.
Oh shit!
Because the
wow.
drink's so good.
Damn, this is great.
It's in a chilled glass as well.
Yeah. Fucking, like, Hayley doesn't fuck about.
Yeah, serious.
Oh! Shout out Lucky Pineapple Bar each and every time. Follow him on the gram.
Yeah, man, big up.
Lord of mercy. Dimmy's on Skype. Let's call Dimmy. Let's see what happens. Oh. What does that mean? Does that mean she's engaged? Connecting.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hello.
Dimmy!
Hello. Let me see if I can make the video work.
Hold on, look, we got it.
No, it's working.
Oh, shit.
What's going on? I'm so confused.
Why is he ringing again? Oh, yeah, no, turn the stream off. Hold on, look, we got it.
This is only ever going to go really well.
I'm just so confused. It's working though, isn't it?
Yeah, turn the radio stream off, though.
I've done that now.
Woo! Dimmy, everybody of Dogs on Acid fame.
Hey.
Dimmy.
There she goes. Moderating the living daylights out of Dogs on Acid since pretty much day one, am I right?
Wielding the banhammer since 2005, yeah.
Yeah, OG banhammer wielder. Wow. What an absolute terror. What's been your most ridiculous moment on Dogs on Acid over the years? Do you have any favourite bits?
I did get a DM from someone with his gentleman's region with my name written on his gentleman's region, erect.
Wow.
That was quite special. He wanted to get an avatar. I mean, the lengths that some people will go to, right?
That's amazing. Yeah, that was a big thing though, right? Getting an avatar.
It was, yeah. See, it authenticated you as like, a real like seen person to have an avatar.
Christ, yeah, I'd certainly never had one.
Oh, sorry about that.
Gutted, yeah.
You know what to do.
Yeah, whatever became
do the right thing.
Whatever became of Euphos?
So obviously the Slovenian is incredibly famous. He was around until a couple of years ago, I think now, and he just either forgot to take his medication one too many times and basically, I don't know, number 553 of his personalities took over, and we decided it was one too many personalities, so we got rid of him.
Right.
He was a bit of a handful.
Yeah, could you give a sort of too long didn't read backstory of Euphos? It's quite a long story, but
it's such a massive story. Like, I don't even know where to begin, to be honest. But it culminated for me when he basically stalked me on the internet, and then found my Facebook, harassed me on there to unban him. Mm-hmm. And then, obviously, because he had my email address, because he'd tried to email me to get unbanned, he then harassed me on Google Talk thing as well.
Cool, good, yeah.
So I eventually ended up having to ban him across all social media just so that he wouldn't send me, like, abusive messages going, "You're a fucking bitch," etc. "Why won't you unban me?" It was pretty relentless at the end.
Yeah, so from what I remember of his story, he believed that he'd lost a large portion of his memory and he had been rollerblading, and there was
he had some like thing, wasn't it? He had a video that
VG Roots.
Yeah, I've forgotten the name of it now, and he was like, he's a massive Dido fan, so he was like
Yeah, so but he believed that the CIA or someone were involved, and that there were a load of like helicopters and people in black suits and stuff, and they were after him. And the basically the key to it all was locked up in this rollerblading video called VG Roots something or other.
VG Roots, yeah. Do you know what? I've kind of blocked a lot of this from my brain because it's such a massive fuck show of nightmares. But you know, bless you, Foss.
Yes, bless him. God bless him. I think in a way. I hope he's all right. You know,
it's only the internet. I'm sure he's living out his best life in Slovenia, Slovakia, wherever it is that he actually lives. Who knows?
Yeah. Well,
good times, but we can't forget all the enjoyment that we experienced with Clayton on the DOA either. That was some good times.
Yeah, what did he used to get up to? Well, he would a lot of.
He used to send lots of messages to me asking me to remove things that people had said about Renegade hardware.
He's the gift
Some dickhead said that my brand is shit or the rave was balls. You've got to remove it because it makes me look bad. No, Clayton, I don't have to do shit for you. Fuck off.
Yeah, bless him.
He wasn't very happy with me.
No, it looks like he's been through the meat grinder a little bit over the last couple of weeks as well.
Recently. Did you
surprised you weren't in his book, to be fair.
Yeah, were you not getting slagged off in Renegade? And we have it here. This is the
I don't know if I got slagged off personally, but I know that DOA did.
Yes, it did. I wonder. Is there an index in there? I can find out. No. What?
I couldn't read the whole thing. I probably bailed out at about page 14 because it's literally like the worst writing on the face of the planet.
It's got an appendix which is effective. Well, what it is in fact is a glossary of terms, explaining Clayton's language.
Oh, really?
Wait, hold that up again.
Yeah. So get that right up on the screen. So I'll read you out a few choice ones here. Babylon/Feds, that means the police.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay.
Bandulu means to steal. Boat race/boat, that means face.
Okay.
Right.
Brass is a prostitute. Butters, a girl with a hot body and an ugly face. Cats, that means crackheads. Cockney wide boy, that means a wheeler and dealer, market trader, Jack the Lad type, a slick talker, quick on his wits. This sounds like baseman bars,
does he
doesn't
just want to be like some sort of East End gangster? Is that what he was trying for?
I guess so, yeah, because I guess he's Cockney now.
Righto, yeah.
Yeah, Koch, to rest or stay somewhere, to prop something up. Drumming, that means robbing someone's house. Fassy hole.
Nothing about internet dickheads on there then.
Waste man, insult, someone who does nothing with their life or nothing much. A dimmy, some bitch that won't give me an avatar.
Excellent.
Yeah. Well, there's a bit of wedge to it there. That's yeah. I mean, I feel lucky to have been one of the ones to actually receive their copy.
Yeah.
I feel blessed in a way for
that. It was touch and go for a minute there, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was getting quite triggered
though.
Oh,
I
two
did
chapters.
receive, like, an internet dodgy copy quite early on in the piece.
He's got a lot
I just couldn't
to say,
read it.
clearly.
Yeah, the bit about Fierce is my favourite. Where do I start about this drunken waste man? Yeah, bless him.
Good times.
Cabby as well. He really hates. He really, really hates Cabby.
Who doesn't he hate?
That's good. Yeah, I mean that would be easier, wouldn't it, to see who was not on the list? Bailey, hates Friction, hates Bookham, hates Goldie. Hates.
I can kind of understand most of those, to be honest with you, because each of them have their own little idiosyncrasies of what makes them
Coleman,
who they are.
I guess so, yeah. The bit on Fierce, it really does go on, though. Script, Dillinger, they're all in there. Mickey Finn.
Oh, maybe I do need to
Fabric,
and
the
try
club.
and read it.
Yeah. Cabby. Cabby is the stereotypical fuckboy. Dude has been in the scene for ages and has never amounted to anything. He got his name as he used to drive a few DJs around. I think he is one of those dudes who thinks because he knows a few people, his position in the scene would be concrete. Purely on that fact, he was an errand boy. One of the most throwaway artists of his era.
Glorious.
Scathing.
Right, yeah.
I mean, that's writing, isn't it?
Yeah, a few zingers in there. Bloody hell. Right, Demi, I'll let you get on. We're going to get back into the news.
Rock and roll, baby.
Good lobboing. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your continued service in the drum and bass industrial complex.
Oh, many thanks.
Yeah, no, our pleasure. Right, take it easy. Speak to you soon.
Bye.
Right. God bless Clayton in a way, I guess. Is that right thing to say?
Like the Suge Knight of drum and bass?
I think he would like to think that. Yeah, but I don't know. It's not. I think the thing that's been going on Instagram.
A cross between that and Alan Partridge.
God.
There's a lot of similarities between that book and the book that Alan Partridge wrote, right?
Yeah,
a
lot.
Listing all the people that have wronged him over the years.
Yeah, and every chapter finishes with, needless to say, I had the last laugh. I think this whole thing on Instagram is just a marketing ploy for another last ever hardware.
Renegade Hardware Appendix.
Yeah. It's just him doing a TED talk.
Oh, God.
Can you imagine? That's the dream, isn't it?
Yeah, or in a park shouting at pigeons.
Him at a bus stop, just like, right, where's my TED talk, you waste man. Right, okay, let's get into some crucial freaking news.
Excellent.
Woman bites camel's testicles in bizarre truck stop showdown. Wow, okay. Yeah, a Louisiana truck stop turned into a real zoo when a woman chomped down on a camel's testicle while trying to retrieve her dog that had scrambled into a dromedary's den.
I feel like I should point out camels and dromedaries, different things at this point.
Oh, dromedary?
Yeah, who wrote this? I mean, honestly, it's like...
Well,
Clayton.
Yeah, probably maybe. According to a new report, the showdown between the woman who wasn't identified and Casper the camel. Well, I mean, I'm going to say, look, you got the alliteration of the name there. Just saying,
Roadside attraction.
Yeah, this is how they rock shit in Louisiana.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. Casper the Camel, a roadside attraction, happened Thursday at a truck stop in Grosse Tete, about 20 minutes outside Baton Rouge. Yeah, okay. The woman's husband was tossing treats to their dog under Casper's fence, prompting the pup to crawl inside the encounter. The Herbiville Parish Sheriff's Office told The Advocate on Sunday. The couple followed after the dog, but the woman didn't get very far before Casper took a seat on top of her, crushing her. Yeah, that is camel behaviour. That's what they do. They like to do it to other camels' kids. Just sit on it until it dies.
Really?
Yeah, it's quite grim.
Wow.
So she bit down on his genitals to free herself, police told. She told police. She said, I bit his balls to get him off me. I bit his testicles to get him off me. Okay.
Not her first time, I'm thinking.
No, that was the go-to move. Iberville Parish Deputy Louise Hamilton Jr. told the paper. An investigation revealed that the couple had provoked Casper before he sat on the intruder. The camel did nothing wrong. This is
once again at the forefront of social justice.
Yeah. It's that Sargon done a video about him. The camel did nothing wrong. The couple was aggressive. The camel was just doing its normal routine. Male dromedaries can weigh up to 1,320 pounds. Big boy, according to the San Diego Zoo. Employees at the truck stop did not face any charges because the camel was enclosed and the signs warning the public to stay out were posted every 10 feet, the deputy added. The camel has never been aggressive. The camel has never gotten out, never caused any issues. The camel is an upstanding member of the community. The camel has done much charity work. The camel has never been on the Lolita Express to Jeffrey Epstein's island. The camel denies any knowledge of parties at Jeffrey Epstein's. In fact, the husband and wife started before that. We've been here before and we haven't had any... the husband and wife stated before that they'd been there before and not had any problems. Okay, so them and the camel were on good terms. And then obviously, throw the dog into the mix.
And then they watched
goes a bit sideways.
Yeah.
Did they watch the end of Borat?
What was at the end of Borat?
It's basically the same thing, but instead of a camel, it's a large bloke.
Right, yes, of course. The couple was cited with a leash law violation for letting the dog run free on private property, as well as criminal trespassing. What about assault on a camel? My only question to her husband was, why did you throw the doggy treats under the fence? Hamilton recalled, he just said he wasn't thinking. Right, okay.
Typical.
Right, fine. Truck stop manager Pamela Bossier said the pair should have asked for help from the employees instead of crawling under the barbed wire fence to retrieve their pup. What about when the woman was under the camel? What should she have done? What's the protocol? I mean, the bite in the testicle clearly worked, right? I don't know. It's no wonder that Casper got upset, Bossier said, claiming the man shoved the camel and swatted at him with his hat when he got into the pen. Any animal you provoke, they're going to strike back. Bossier told the paper, it's instinct. He's really a gentle giant. He's never been on Epstein's Island. For the past 30 years, the truck stop has kept various animals in enclosures, including a tiger, drawing the ire of local animal rights groups. There haven't been any previous issues with any of the animals, Bossier said. Right, well, okay, I think that's vital information about what to do if a camel ever sits on you.
Nosh it off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just suck the geezer off. Just get the job done. Come on, grit your teeth and think of England. Right, who's calling? D's on the phone. D, they're outside. Jesus, they've got placards as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're at the door. They are. Hayley, can you let them in the door? This is right. Hold on, let me get these up on the screen. This is
Oh.
there they are.
The most orderly storming.
Yeah, bang on the door,
Very-
like
it's
bang
very
on the door
polite,
like maniacs.
Pardon me, we're here for storming.
Keep filming as you go downstairs. Although I think they'll get cut off. There's no signal down here. Oh, they're in. They've breached the security. Oh no. Oh god. Here we go. We're now in big trouble.
Slow motion descent downstairs.
Yeah. See, it's frozen.
Yeah.
Okay. So, hang up on these fools.
There is a poor network connection.
Yeah. Get out of here.
Wow.
Hey!
Oh shit! There they are. All right, let's get them on.
It's raining placards.
Well, there we go. Jesus, what does it say? Free snips. Locked up for what? Oh my days. D is in the house. Is it a double drop bricks don't roll with Tor? Yeah. Where's Squidge? What's he doing out there?
He's preparing the feast.
Oh!
There you go.
Oh my days.
Happy first birthday.
It's an emoji cake. Genius. Woo! Thanks, guys.
No worries. And it took us 5 hours to get here.
Yeah. 5 hours? Bloody hell, that's dedication to storming a radio station.
Fair play, guys.
Yeah. I'm impressed. That's probably a better angle, isn't it? There you go for now. Can you do I don't know how you do the picture in... Oh, it's all confusing. I don't understand. Hey, look at this. Wesley should try and blow it out, really, I guess. Way! Hold on, Wes. Look, he's trying to get into it. Get his little claws in there. Disgraceful. Absolute disgrace. Right. Everyone got a drink? Lord of mercy.
Cheers.
Jesus, Squid's got his kit off already.
Well, you weren't joking about the boob sweat.
It's really warm in here, isn't it?
Tit sweat is least of my worries right now.
Yeah, God, it's
Sat in a little puddle.
It's pretty keen, isn't it? It's pretty keen. There's no question about that. How's everyone doing in the live chat? What's going on in there? People claiming it's a pre-record.
Raz is at the door.
Takeshi69 has confirmed that all of these shows are a pre-record. Chosen. Oh, cheers, Chode. You're a champion. It's not a pre-record. That's confirmed. Tom Southgate. Cheers, mate. Another year of Dutch rudders. Oh, nice. Yeah, okay. So let's play Spin the Bottle, guys. That'll be a bit... Oh, my lord alive. Right, look, let's get some more freaking shoe throwers on the go. There's a new scientific bit. Why do we want this? Yeah, it's called All I Want. It's got someone else on it. I can't remember who. It'll be fine. Right, Lord Alive, there's more cake. Jesus, they've excelled themselves.
Oh, wow. That's so
Oh,
cool.
yeah. Down below him, I think. Probably, yeah. Oh, yeah. All I Want by Scientific. I didn't hear any of that, but I've heard it before and it was absolutely fine. No, come on. Let's just let's keep everything under control. Right, we're dishing out the cake now. This is an important part. However, because basically, we're just we're just a little station, and we can't actually afford plates. We can only afford basic cutlery, and until bloody communism comes in and gets us all some plates. Oh God!
Admit it. Well, you spent the budget on pingers.
You might have done, yeah. God, I had a dream about taking a lot of pingers. Jeez, that guy who's on Instagram. He's got a really long neck. He's called Daddy Long Neck. You ever seen him?
I think so.
He's from Florida.
There's a white guy with a long neck, and there's a
black guy with a wide.
Oh yeah,
wide
his
neck.
wide neck. Okay.
Goes out with the girl with the massive tongue.
They do stuff together. Yes, I've seen this.
Neck lives matter.
Yeah, all necks matter.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Anyway, I had a dream that I was taking pingers with him last night. Not bad, but I had a whole handful, and there were shitloads of them, and I was just storing them in my mouth like a
like
hamster.
a squirrel.
Yeah. But then I realised, oh shit, I'm getting absolutely fucked. And I was trying to get them all out, but there were way too many of them. They were going everywhere. They were on the floor, but then I was picking them up because I didn't want to waste them. The sort of half-chewed pingers. It was strange times, guys. Strange times. Nothing more fun than listening to someone talk about a dream that never actually happened and certainly didn't happen to you.
Oh, it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, even better than that is to have someone tell you about a friend of theirs' dream.
Oh, God.
That's just like, I don't know this person, and this thing
Cool
never actually
story,
happened. Yeah. Oh, God, this cake's getting everywhere. This is a nightmare. This is great radio, though, I must say, particularly for people who are just listening.
Yeah, have you got a kick snare day ready?
Okay,
Kick snare, yeah, because crockery is theft.
Oh, mate. All crockery is theft. That's why communists only drink coffee, because proper tea is theft. Oh, forget it.
Oh,
Jesus.
Thank
Guys, look, let's get a bit more freaking news in, because this is it's all insanity, isn't it? Look, should we get some Takeshi? We've got some Takeshi 6ix9ine news here.
Yeah.
Takeshi 6ix9ine likely to have to pay for tattoo removal if he wants to enter witness protection. Right. Okay.
After he gets stitches for snitching.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be
Jeez.
he's going to end up as one of the most high-profile snitches ever, I guess.
He's making a lot of enemies on the outside.
Yeah, I mean, he was. If he's told everybody the secrets to my pre-recording, I'm telling you, there's going to be serious trouble. So he's outed Cardi B as being a member of the Bloods, although she had previously said it already. Yeah. But she's like, got the Bloods on the thing and doing the thing with the thing. So it could have been. She speaks in quite sort of vagaries. It's not. It's never really concrete stuff. Takeshi 6ix9ine has famously been serving time in prison for gang-related crimes. Lately, he's been making headlines after testifying against members of the 9 Trey Bloods gang. One potential outcome is that he could be offered a chance to enter witness protection in return for the information. But a New York Times reports on the case says that he will probably have to pay for his distinctive face tattoos to be removed. That's sort of the least of your worries, really, isn't it? That who's going to fit the bill for removing the tattoos? The report speculates that although Takeshi will probably be offered witness protection, it is unlikely the United States Marshal Service, which runs the witness protection program, would pay for the removal of Mr. Hernandez's signature face tattoos. The rapper must always have known he would put himself in danger by testifying in the federal case against the former 9 Trey Blood pals, Anthony Harv Ellison and Al Jeremiah Nuke Mack. And his family have all been too aware of the risks, refusing to go anywhere near the courthouse during his testimony. Regardless of the fact that security was dramatically increased, Takeshi has been kept away in a special unit of the prison he's at. Oh dear.
Can't hide forever.
No, probably not a lot of 14-year-olds in there for him either. Poor boy. How will he survive without underage girls? Here's another enormous piece of cake for someone. Let's sit down, just get stuck in. Don't worry.
It's like eating this cake is like difficulty level.
Yeah.
Difficult. Can you make a fork out of that paper?
I'm doing my best. I mean, you could use one of Wesley's claws. This will work. But if he does decide to go into witness protection, he will have to sort out many features that would stop him blending in. That would probably include his multicoloured hair, as well as his facial tattoos. Jay Kramer, a former FBI official who has worked on organised crime cases, told the New York Times, despite how connected we are and the appetite for social media content in this country, there are places where, if the kid gets his hair cut and wears normal clothes, no one would know or care who he is. I'd like to go to those places. They sound like a nice place to go on holiday.
Afghanistan?
Christ, yeah. Just sling him over there. He'll have to become a CIA operative. It's the only... we'll take you to a little island called Little St. James. Anyone
Want
else?
to go waterboarding in Guantanamo Bay?
Hey, that sounds like fun.
It sounds like fun if you don't know what it is, isn't it?
Yeah. In the past, he's been kidnapped, robbed, and involved in all sorts of violent shootouts and street brawls. Now that he's being called a grass by a large population of the hip-hop world, it's possible he'd have a bit of an incentive to keep under the radar. He's currently on trial, attempting to get a potential prison sentence reduced from a minimum 47 years by testifying against other members of the 9 Trey Bloods gang. The Gummo rapper, whose real name is Daniel Hernandez, was on the witness stand in Manhattan Federal Court where he's testifying against his 2 mates. Well, Yeah, I mean, it's sad when, bad stuff happens to good people, Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
Sure.
Like that sort of little Burberry number he's got on there. Yeah, bless him. What else do we have? Time Traveller sheds light on what life is like in 2300.
Looks shit, to be fair.
Yeah, he does not look well. Is he on? Yeah. Doesn't look thrilled by it, does he?
The Green New Deal didn't work. It was a mistake, guys.
We should never have listened to Greta. We should have listened to actual scientists, not children. A person who claims to have travelled forward in time has conveniently returned from the distant future to tell us mortals what we can expect a bit further down the line. All right. It's of course is on Apex TV. Peddlers of similar nonsense. What's going on here? Oh no, I've got cake all over the trackpad. That's not helping, is it? Unbelievable.
I was no longer in the machine. No, I was within a large city. I could see large buildings that went up for what appeared to be miles. And above me, I saw floating cities. By the 24th century, anti-gravity techniques have been perfected to the degree that they could levitate an entire city.
Are you insinuating he looks like me with a shave?
Floating
This is definitely copy and paste.
6,000 feet off of the ground. The ground level on which I was standing. And the main benefit of having these levitating cities is that they could be moved anywhere.
It sounds like the sort of voice I would do on, while describing a court case or something. Someone's in the dock for exposing themselves to geese or something.
He sounds like he took acid and watched the Jetsons.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. The man calls himself Gerard Gardner, and in the video he claims that he went to the year 2300. As with every single case like this, broadcast by Apex TV, there is a leap of faith required, because of course there is no proof. Despite that, the channel has more than 1 million subscribers, so either people are really interested to know why you would gather around wearing ridiculous rubber masks and lying to people, there must be something in it. Yes, sure, there must be. Have a peep at the video and make up your mind. Well, guys, what do you think? Do you think he's telling the truth?
100%, yeah.
Yeah, Hundy P, yeah? I mean, why would he lie? What possible motivation could he have to lie?
What surprises me, there's no mention of China.
No, what, China taking over?
Yeah, absolutely.
There is no mention of how many genders there are either in the future. I'd like to know. Maybe everyone has their own individual.
Or is it just increasing in number?
Yeah,
then?
Exponentially. There are more genders than there are people. It's possible.
Or just everyone becomes one big omni-gender.
Yeah.
Just gender singularity.
The human gender. First off, there are going to be cities more than a mile high in the sky, apart from Los Angeles, which is apparently completely submerged. Okay. And society is going to be controlled by an incredibly powerful computer. Okay. Gardner, if that is his real name, it isn't, claims to be an English governmental employee taken onto a secret program in 1988. Okay. Of the project to send him to the future, he said, if they could do this, they would have great power over our society. And they knew they must perfect this technology before another country did. Is that what it looks like? Or is that one of those 360 image things of it? Why have they just stuck that in? Great.
Oh, it's flat.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Flat. Proof.
Yeah. He went on to say that the floating cities are useful because it helps them move around and they cause less pollution.
I swear this is definitely an episode of the Jetsons.
Yeah.
When there was, anyone seen it, there was smog and, they have the houses on sticks. They move the houses up because of the smog. It's literally an episode of the Jetsons.
Yeah, it makes sense though. That seems like a smart way of doing things. There's no money, no banks, no war. Great. So the communist
nothing.
utopia works. Yeah, no, it's by default. Before breaking into tears, he said that I would have stayed longer if I could. So it's all going well in the future. Great news.
Why does it sound so grim?
Yeah, I know. What's wrong with his face? I mean, it's a mask. I guess that's what's wrong with that. Well, 2019 might be bad. Tom Wood's written this. Christ. But at least we know where we stand. And they're not going to imprison our minds within computers just yet. Just yet, Tom Woods. Imagine imprisoning Tom Wood's mind in a computer. They've decided that, yes, we can now perfectly encapsulate a human mind within a computer, and then we will be able to use it for all these wonderful purposes. And we've decided that person will be Tom Wood from Lab Bible. We think that his mind is so unique, so incredible, so just wonderful. We must study it. Right.
I had a calculator at school that resembled him.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I had cooked a potato last night that resembled him somewhat. Bless him.
What would a world look like if, in 1,000 years, the world bowed down to Tom Wood? Tom Wood was the sort of the one thing that
supreme
had
leader.
Made it forward into the future. Everyone else had died.
Just him on his own.
Just him. He had been kind of assimilated by the Facebook algorithm.
So would you say it's a bit like my idea for Love Island, where it's just Molly May? but it's just Tom Wood.
Just Tom Wood.
For the whole... He's renamed the Earth just Tom Wood. It's just... What's he doing? I mean, has he got all computers and robots doing all his bidding? How does he get food? How does he sustain himself? Or is he plugged into the Matrix or something?
He's in that way. It's just his... It's his essence. It's his soul.
Oh, okay.
It's not physically Tom Wood. Obviously, that's
an abstract concept of Tom Wood. Yeah, okay. That makes sense, in a way.
He's...
Is this good?
The Tom Wood.
Yeah.
Name and description in one.
Yep. Tom Wood is a Lad Bible journalist and Twin Peaks enthusiast.
Journalist.
Yeah. Despite having a career in football cut short by a chronic lack of talent, he managed to obtain degrees at both the University of London and Salford. According to his French teacher, at the weekends, he mostly likes to play football and go to the park with his brother. Oh, how old is he? 6? Jesus Christ. Well, bless him, I guess.
What's his favourite crayon?
Yeah, well, to eat. Yeah. Right, this seems reasonable. Teenager, 14, told to shave off his facial hair by school. Now, if you imagine in your mind's eye what his facial hair might have looked like, are you imagining? Yes, that's it. There. Bless him. You could consider it facial hair, I guess. Dominic Smithers reports for the Lad Bible, a teenager has been told to follow the school rules and shave off his facial hair. What schoolboy told to follow rules is now news.
Apparently so.
Oliver Parcel, 14, was thrown into isolation by teachers at thrown into isolation?
Thrown in.
They stuck him in the hole.
The gulag.
Jesus Christ, he got gulag. They black bagged him. He's in there for a tenner. Was thrown into isolation by teachers at Summercoats Academy, Lincolnshire, for not complying to its uniform and appearance guidelines. But the teen isn't taking it lying down, and his mum, Catherine, has started a petition to claim the rules are in breach of his son's human rights.
Sure.
There are actual human rights abuses in the world.
Yeah, like this.
I'm not sure this is one of them.
Is Amnesty getting involved now, or do
I hope so.
Do they wait for it to kick off a little bit and then step in?
How's the petition doing? Let's have a look. Change.org. School policy making children's none. 377. 381. Whoa, it's really stacking up. School policy making children aged 11 to 16 years old shave needs to be changed.
7 exclamation marks there means they are serious.
Wow, yeah, she's wow. But why not have a picture of him with the tash? Well, yeah, but why not use the other one? Because if you're so proud of that facial hair, wear it out, have it on your petition. People would be like, wow, I can't believe they made him shave that beauty off.
It took 14 years to get there.
Yeah, Christ. Catherine told the Grimsby Telegraph, I am just a mum fighting for change.
Yeah, this isn't about
Nelson
him, is
Mandela,
it?
step aside.
This isn't about him.
Yeah.
What is her career?
My son is 14 years of age and he is not ready to begin the lifelong routine and responsibility of shaving. We do not believe that a school should enforce such policies on children between the ages of 11 to 16 or even 18 years of age. In fairness, he looks much better shaved. Like, he looks like a smart young man with a sort of bouffant hairdo.
With a mustache, he looks quite punchable.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 40% of Brighton.
Yeah. The disgruntled mum says the school claims it was just enforcing the rules. Oh, yeah, like the Nazis. Yeah. Whoa, just following orders.
They're just doing their job.
Yeah. Outlined by Tolbar Multi-Academy Trust. She said, I absolutely disagree. I don't believe that teachers should be going around schools targeting and approaching students to tell them they need to go home and start shaving. The Muslim kids get to do whatever they want, and whoa. No, I'm only joking.
Yeah, I was looking for that.
I see the direction this stuff's going. The trans students get to wear whatever they want, but my son's moustache is demonised because he's a white man. It's a very personal choice and a very individual characteristic, purely governed by how late or early a child reaches puberty. They have no control over what age their facial hair grows, both boys and girls. What do you reckon? Are the school in the right, or are we backing up mum?
I can't believe this is news.
No. I'm glad it is though, because otherwise I wouldn't have a show.
You've got to have a policy though, haven't you? Yeah.
Guess so.
Yeah. How is it applied? Is it applied unilaterally? I mean, like, how carefully are they checking?
I don't know. Do you have...
you know?
Where do you draw the line?
Yeah, I mean, at what waist level? Waist level, I would hope. But, yeah.
No, we need to make sure that all the pubis
This is it.
within grooming standards.
If you've got a policy, make sure you're applying it evenly and all over.
Well, I mean, do the girls have to shave their faces if they've got a bit of facial hair on the go?
Inspection day must be a riot.
Come on, bleach that tash, young lady. Disgraceful. Bleach that anus, young man. You cannot attend sports day with an unbleached anus. Sorry, sir. I'll bleach it at lunchtime with the rest of the boys.
Yeah, time to inspect again.
Oh, God. Speaking to the BBC, Catherine said, Oliver was asked to go home and shave
about him.
what they class as a beard. He has a beard. Well, that's, you know, could that be reasonably considered a beard? Probably not.
Where? Above his lip?
Yeah, I mean, that's a moustache at best. I mean, you might be able to make the argument that is a faint moustache. Okay, initially they wanted to isolate him at any lunch, at any break or lunchtime, and he wasn't allowed to represent the school. That's a bit much, isn't it?
Wow, that's like...
No, you're being taken out of the system now.
It's the natural power of a mustache. Like, some people cannot be exposed to that.
That's it. It's
Maybe
just
it's
they fear
triggering
it.
people and reminding them of Hitler.
It's just too much raw masculinity, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can see, just like, you know, imagine having to, you know, what are you going to do? I mean
I'm struggling to be around it.
I mean, the girls wouldn't be able to concentrate in class because they're all going to be writing him love letters, you know, swooning, drawing pictures of him,
Yeah,
you know.
that face.
Can't concentrate. Don't know. We've pushed forward and he's allowed to attend freely at school, just like any other pupil, until we can resolve the issue. Is he shaved or is he refusing? Is he going to be like... Is he going to come out at the end of school looking like when Tommy Robinson was released from prison? It just looks like a really unhappy dad.
He looked like Piltdown Man.
Oh, God, yeah, the kid's going on hunger. The kid staged a dirty protest in the science lab. He's a child. He's a young 14-year-old. And why should he have to begin the adult part of life, which is shaving? Look, that kid knows exactly what he's doing. He's like, yep, I can grow a very weak tash and I'm going to. Like, if he wanted to shave that, he would. He's not like, I hadn't even noticed. Oh, no, I don't want to start the adult life of having to shave every day. Oh, no, I'm merely a boy. No, he's working that. He's working it with all his might, which is not very much.
Or he's like, Mum, you're embarrassing me. Can you not call the BBC? This is really embarrassing.
Mum, do you fancy not starting
Could you not?
change.org petitions on my behalf? Would you not, Mum? Please. Oh, Mum, don't start a petition. Oh, don't. Catherine's petition to the school, she urged the others to take a stand. It reads, I believe that under the Human Rights Act of 1998, Tolbar Multi-Academy Trust is seen as a public authority. Probably fair. I urge you to support us in getting this policy changed and choice put into place for not only my son but all children, and to highlight whether this kind of policy remains suitable today. According to the reports from the Grimsby Telegraph, the school, it has a very clear dress and appearance policy, and exemptions are only made on religious grounds.
What religion is against mustaches?
I don't know if there are any. Religions tend to be a little more beardy, don't they?
Right.
Yeah. And Scientology, I don't know. Are they against the beard? It wouldn't surprise me. No, they only like the beard as in, like, your wife. Yeah. It's in Tom Cruise's wives. Come on! Where's the sound? Yes. Okay, well, best of luck to him, I guess. You know, the link to the petition is on Lad Bible if you're interested. Let's have Step to the Sound, Tantrum Desire off that Blue Moon EP. Had it last week. It's a nice bit of gear.
Wanna talk loud, man them I wanna act gangster. Boy them wanna step to the sound, them get wrapped up. They not holding it down, they fully gassed up. Tell you now, someone about to blow the reactor. We be slowing it down, it's still faster. 10 steps ahead in the end, they play catch up. Step to the sound, them bones, them go fracture. Tell you now, there's about to be a disaster.
Thank you, Ciarán, you champion. Thank you to everyone else that's donated. You fine, good-looking bunch of labos. Step to the sound there, Tantrum Desire. He is a producer and a DJ, if you could imagine such a thing. Guys, yeah, Jesus, the double threat. Footage shows naked man jumping into Shark Tank.
Nice.
Brave, very brave.
Stunning
and bold and beautiful and brave. Is that correct? I don't know, it's fine. It's totally fine. Yeah, it's all right. Wesley will protect you. David Weaver of British Columbia, Canada was... Wow, yeah, he's just stripped off and jumped in the Shark Tank.
No idea they would witness a death-defying stunt.
I thought I was going to witness someone die.
Oh my God, like, he just jumped in there. He was all naked, I could see his dick.
Friday night, when a man stripped off his clothes and jumped in.
I hear a big splash, so I was like, oh, they're feeding the sharks. So I kind of grabbed my boyfriend and we run over. And it's a guy that has like jumped into the actual shark tank and is swimming like completely.
Like this, haven't put it on Live
While he's
League.
swimming around, you can see the shark fins in the water?
You can see shark fins like coming up into the water. That's why you like go hang out there to see all the sharks coming out of the water.
She says it lasted for several minutes. In these videos posted to social media, the man is seen swimming around the tank while security coax him to get out. At one point, he appears to comply.
When he climbed out, he like backflipped back in again.
Whoa!
It's very dangerous to both the individual as well as our animals. An animal.
Peter Doyle is the general manager at Ripley's Aquarium.
Peter Doyle, what a killjoy.
You're jumping in the unknown. You don't know how animals are going to react.
And these are sharks.
Well, it's their exhibit. It's their tank. They're in a controlled environment. Whether it's water temperature or salinity, and anything that would change it can be very disruptive.
Particularly if he sharted. That's not going to help anything, is it?
Were there any kids?
Weaver, 38, said that he'd had a couple of drinks before he got in the tank.
No shit.
You reckon? In the video that was posted by an onlooker at the aquarium, he can be seen splashing around in the water as other tourists laugh and cheer. The tank has sawfish, moray eels, turtles, and sharks in it. One person could be heard shouting, "He's completely naked!" Wow. So are the sharks, though, in fairness. Weaver pleaded guilty to one count of mischief.
The shark grazed the guy's leg and they had to shoot the shark.
Who's come up on Real Akeem is up on the Skype. Let's get him on the horn. I think he might be a German.
Yeah.
He's not answering.
Yeah, we need a dead animal for this. Every year there's one.
Right, he's got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope, he's gone. No.
Delete the account.
Yeah, ban him. Tom Hall, he sent through some questions, but let's try and get him on the horn. See what happens. Call him. Right, another 5 seconds for Tom. 4, 3, 2, 1. No, Tom Salt, he's banned as well. They're both banned. Tom has sent through some questions. He says, oh no, he's refusing to answer. I can't, bro. Sorry. In the office. He says, first question, please play us your oldest track. No way. No way. 2,
obviously side charts.
Software of preference other than YouTube and Facebook.
Let's play Alice.
Could play Alice, yeah. Ableton is you. Am I proud of the awesome lobster society you've formed? I am very proud, much more proud of the lobsters than I am of myself. I think. Why do you pretend to hate Psytrance so much?
He's not going to smash another one.
Where is it?
It?
Psytrance here. Actually, it'll complete. This it's
Don't
such,
get it in the cake.
No, it's such low quality vinyl. When I'd smashed one of these on Rankin's Records, it literally splintered into like about a bazillion pieces, like a proper one will just, I don't know, go into 4 or 5 bits. But this, I don't know what it's made of. It's probably is made out of wooks. They melt them down. After Boomtown, they get a few the stragglers that are left over at the end. Let's put them all in a big smelting pot.
It's very green.
Yeah. Why do I hate I'm not pretending to hate Psytrance. It's guff. Not into it. Well, maybe I see. You know what? Actually, as a child, my dad bought a couple of Psytrance albums because he liked the artwork on them. It was all that sort of go-and-y, trancey business. And we listened to them in the car for a bit, and they're fine. But now I look back and realise that I was merely a child. An impressionable young child, you know, at the supposed hands of a responsible adult. So, yeah. No, it's not lies. I'm yeah, fine, good. Anyone else wants to add us on Skype and have a little crack? Should we try Wodge? Give Wodge a call, see what happens. Oh no, is that Squidgy? What are you doing, mate?
Hello.
Wodge! Wojtek, how are you, mate? Are you okay?
Yeah, not bad yourself.
I'm fine. You can't. Yeah, sorry. Anyone without headphones, I'm afraid, does not get to hear Wodge's beautiful dulcet Polish tones. Are you at work?
I am indeed. Yes.
What do you do? What do you do for a living?
I do a little bit of this.
A little bit of what?
Just IT stuff.
Oh, he's here. Come on, look. He's got up on the thing. Hold on. Let me get him on the. Hold on. Hold on. Here he is. Oh! Where are you?
I'm over here, just behind the chart, actually.
Yeah.
You can see that there.
Oh, nice.
Hiding.
How about that?
Pretending to be working.
Have you ever been up the top? It's very exciting
Nope,
up there. I would recommend it. It's very exciting. Yeah, go up there at night. It's quite a it's a fun experience. Don't you take a young lady up there? You know, fill her full of booze. Do what you got to do, man. Oh man, take her up the shard, mate. Know what I mean?
You're not the first one to say that, mate. Everyone keeps on saying it.
Come on, Wash. Take her up the shard. Take her up the shard. Take her up the shard.
Oh Jesus, this backfired, didn't it?
Yeah, well, that'll teach you, won't it? That's, you know, play silly games, win silly prizes.
Is she hiding under the desk?
Yeah.
I'm in for it.
Have you got your own office?
No. Well, I'm currently at one of my clients' sites, so I've just taken over an office.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think they would be happy to know that you're in here talking to us on the radio?
Probably not, to be honest. No.
Do you want to get them on Skype as well?
Yeah.
Bring them along.
Try. No, probably not. That's not too.
All right, mate. Well, we'll let you get back on with your work. Lots of love, mate. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
This is a good game. Call people at work. Oh, God bless him.
Several ways.
Yeah, I mean, why not? We could maybe try and inspire people to sort of take over their workplace in a communist revolution. Come on, go into HR and take over your workplace. Might as well. Let's find out what
What's the story?
Squidge lookalike is doing. Unsurprisingly, I'm afraid he's a creepy pervert. So, sorry about that, mate. Yeah. Man sells £325,000 home to set up sex toy business, and he now sleeps in his office. There you are.
Never get high on your own supply.
Yeah. Exclusive. Wow, the Mirror got the scoop on this, huh? Adult content. Tom Thurlow has thrown everything at his business. Ricky. Okay, that's good known for a sex toy business, but admits that there have been a lot of hurdles along the way, including a very, very embarrassing incident at airport security. Okay. Oh, he looks a lot less like you there, Squidge, so that's probably good news, isn't it? A man who sold his 325 grand home and Mercedes to set up a sex toy company says it was all worth it, despite the fact he's still sleeping on a blow-up bed in his office. Tom Thurlow decided to throw everything at his idea and launch a new range of vibrators for women, and has spent the past 3 years learning everything he can about the industry. That's not
What does
creepy
that
and weird at
entail?
all, is it? Like,
A lot of batteries.
yeah. The 29-year-old sold his 325 grand Gloucestershire home.
Are you sure it's not?
That he bought with profits from his last business success, cashed in his premium bonds, and got rid of his fancy car to free up as much cash as possible. He must really, really like vibrators. He moved back to his parents' house for a while, but says they got fed up with him.
And then the boxes of dildos in the basement.
There are so many similarities. Is that
Thank you.
So he decided to set up a makeshift home behind his desk. Tom has now tried to make it as homely as possible, sleeping with a giant dildo as a pillow, and bulk buys pot noodles on Amazon to keep his spending as low as possible. Well, you know, God bless him. He's slanging. I think there's something slightly unnervy about a man on his own setting up a vibrator business. I don't know. I feel like there's something. I don't know.
A little off.
A little off. Like probably.
How's he testing them?
Yeah, I know, right? This is the sort of thing. It's like, oh, how could I meet girls in a sort of sexy way? How could I get in with the gals? I've got an idea. Like, you know, you wouldn't start as a. I mean, I personally wouldn't start a range of Will Rankin themed like femcare products. Like, hey girls, I reckon I'd. Sort of element.
Rankin's tampons.
Yeah, stick a Rankin up you. You're the
It's lobster shaped.
Yeah.
Lobster pads.
So
Rankins Wankins.
Yeah.
Hey.
Rankin's Wankin napkins.
Yeah. Rankins Wankin napkins.
Yeah, there you go. I'll just rebrand some handy Andys.
Crustacean menstruation.
Tom told me online it was everything really. I just decided if I'm going to be all in, I need to be all in.
Balls deep.
Yep. I really believe it, and I'm a risk taker. Oh God. People who speak like that, you know, I'm tenacious, you know, I'm a pit bull, I'm a risk taker. I'm Mr. Worldwide. I'm happy to lose it all again if that's the way it goes.
Whoa.
I just think whatever happens with Brexit, people are still going to want to masturbate.
I've heard that's the first thing that'll go.
That's the first thing. The lorry loads of German dildos stuck at the border.
Get stopped at the border. Yeah.
Oh, it's horrendous, isn't it? Yeah.
Boris Johnson will be knocking down your door if you have a go.
That's why Boris prorogued Parliament, so they can all go off and have about 1,500 wanks before it gets made illegal. The idea came about when his last business, a dating website for students called Shag at Uni, oh dear, started to drop off. He said, I enjoyed a lot of success at Shag at Uni, but it's when it started to drop off when apps like Tinder came along onto the market. Rather than flogging a dead horse, I just wanted to do something different. I just thought sex toys seemed the most exciting. Are they children making those? The fuck?
No, they are the toys.
They've clearly been human trafficked in. He travelled to China to learn more. Oh no, this is in China. Travelled to China to learn more about the products. Yeah. Okay. My biggest critic is my mum. She just thinks it's horrifying.
Presumably she is still the quality control department, though.
Yeah, come on. Look, you've got to support your parents. Your parents have got to support your ideas, even if they don't necessarily agree with them, you know. Someone keep hold of that mic, but, you know, pass it around like a dildo. A dildo at an Ann Summers party. I don't take myself seriously. I don't think sex is a big deal, like most people do in society. That's the sort of thing creepy people say, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just don't really see sex is like a big deal. Everyone makes such a big deal of it.
To be
Like,
fair, no one makes it a big deal. You're just a weirdo.
Yeah.
Well, it depends what kind of sex you have, really.
Yep. People weren't surprised when I told them. Most people think it's great, and they think it's quite cool and exciting. There have been a couple of people who didn't agree with the sex toy stuff, and they think it's seedy. That's fine. Everyone has their own opinion. But I will have a debate with them and challenge them.
How big a debate? Oh,
Hey, masturbate.
Hey, come on. My biggest critic is my mum. She thinks it's horrifying. Oh, look, here he is with, I don't know. God, yeah, look, you've got them in all shapes and sizes and colours, haven't you? Wow. After coming up... Whoa. Sure. Sort of photo bombing it there, really, isn't it? Is that scales? Like, weigh your dildo? They buy dildos by the weight? Dildo bomb. Oh, 2 tons of dildos. Any shape and size you can muster up. After coming up with the idea, Tom booked a cheap flight to China to learn as much as he could about the production industry, and things went from there. Despite having one experience where he was nearly ripped off by a fake business he found on the internet, he managed to learn a lot about materials, safety and production. He said, "It's been a really interesting learning curve. And speaking as a male feminist, there have been a lot of hurdles along the way. His trips to China, they are kids, right?
It's really hard to tell because, I mean, they're quite short over there anyway. And
guess so.
They kind of look like kids. It's
blurred
lines.
I know you want it. His trips to China did product one particularly embarrassing moment for Tom, and he says
it that picture?
Yeah, I hope so. And he says it was the low point of his business. He was travelling back to the UK with a suitcase full of test products, about 50 vibrators. And he was pulled in by airport security. He spent about 2 hours being questioned by staff about what they items were, and why he had so many of them, and ended up missing his flight. He said it was awful. It took them a long time to realise what they were, and they were looking at me with stern expressions. They kept asking me in broken English, "What is it?" I was travelling on my own, so it just looked dodgy as hell. Right. It doesn't get any more humiliating than it did then, until the man put his hand up my body. He wore me like a glove puppet. It was wonderful. It was definitely a low point. Tom decided to focus his attentions on women's sex toys, and he wants to address the stigma that surrounds female masturbation.
What stigma?
There's no stigma! The stigma's around male masturbation! It's fucking sex toys for women have been around for years, and they're all like, "Oh, this is empowering. I carry 15 dildos with me at one time. It's amazing. Me and the girls
So
get
women
together."
literally have Ann Summers parties. What fucking stigma?
He said, "It's really bizarre that a woman is judged on masturbation. I just don't get it."
Bitch, where?
Like, come on. Like, what are you going to, like, Roman Catholic, fucking Irish Catholic communities
China?
or something? What's the deal? I'm really focusing on women who have never had a sex toy before. You are a predator, mate. There's so many of my female friends haven't tried one before. It's just not something they've considered for themselves. Some think it's for sexaholics or something. His Ricky range has 4 key items, and he's also teamed up with other partners to offer more products. One of the aspects he's particularly proud of is the fact that his entire range is rechargeable. Pardon me. Which means that women won't have to keep buying and replacing batteries. Well done. Well done, man. You fucking hero of the modern woman. Yeah, well, I'm sure all women will now gather together and organise you a special party where they pass you round like a Woodstock doobie. God bless you, man.
Yeah, that just happened.
What happened?
Someone flushed the toilet.
Yeah, no, that is a Todd pipe that goes through there. That'll be a dozen or so Todds now, flowing freely through the studio.
A Todd tunnel.
Yeah, that's probably Cy Twitty just todding passing his morning toffee up there.
Lovely.
Yeah, he's various intestinal issues. Right, let's have another bit. What have we got? So that posse bit from yesterday was nice. It's called Derivative. Ciarán Parallaxed. You up for 12 o'clock? It's going to be live, bringing the big guns. 12 o'clock, Parallaxed, you're on. This is Derivative by Posse. Sound Vision Recordings. If you turn it upside down, it says noisier. Frisk, we've already confirmed that it is a pre-record today. We did this weeks ago. It's like the Hootenanny on the bloody, what's his name? Jules Holland, Hootenanny, isn't it? On New Year's? Yeah, they filmed that in fucking March or something. So October. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. Rock and Bone Man. Thanks, Jules. Pathetic. Anyway, that was some of Derivative by Posse. Possage. The Poss Boss. Big Po Man. Right, look, what have we got? Everyone's still fucked at Thomas Cook, aren't they? What's happening with that?
What's this about?
Basically, while lots of people were on holiday, Thomas Cook, travel provider, collapsed. And now they're all stuck around
they
Europe.
got return tickets.
Apparently, that's not how it works.
Oh.
To be fair, all the bosses got their bonuses.
Good. Thank God. That's all that matters. Fuck everyone else.
They were the one that was struggling in the first place.
Yeah, come on. They need to add an extra few acres to the grounds.
So many second homes lost.
Yeah.
I mean, you need a third yacht.
Yeah. Oh, 3 more people have been arrested at Storm Area 51 events.
That was so disappointing.
I know, right? It's a bit
0
sad,
arrests
isn't
at
it?
Storm Threshold.
Well,
So
bloody
far.
anticlimax.
Yeah, you never know. Like, bloody Joe will turn up in a bit with with a load of Antifa commies behind him. Start throwing piss over everyone.
They're in town.
Oh God. 3 more people have been arrested at Storm Area 51 event. Around 3,000 gathered at various festival sites, and The Guardian reports a further 150 got within selfie distance of the top secret US military base last week. I think we've covered pretty much all we've needed to cover on Area 51. I don't think there's anyone out there that doesn't know about it. Man's penis rots off after he injected it with petroleum jelly to make it bigger.
What's that picture?
Guess that's a banana?
Why though?
But why though? Jake Massey, but why though?
Yeah.
Always dreamed of having a bigger peen. Want to do something about it? Well, don't. Okay, wise words there from Mr. Massey. It never ends well. That's not speaking from personal experience, by the way.
Sure.
One bloke found this out the hard way after injecting his member with petroleum jelly in a big bid to make it bigger.
Don't you just love Darwinism?
Yeah, right. Squiz, you don't want to have any kids. Why don't you? This would be an option for you.
Yeah, I don't want to have children, but I've never got the inclination to inject petroleum jelly into my knob.
Explode your penis. Really prove it. Come on. Live by your convictions.
I'll stand my ground. I'll do it.
Yeah. Come on.
Pass the needle.
Yeah, and if you need to make love to a lady in the future, you could just put a strap-on and peg her.
Or one of the dildos that I sell.
Yes. Yeah. Dildo King Squidge. There he is. The unnamed 45-year-old from the South Pacific Islands injected the goop into his shaft, but 2 years later, he wasn't celebrating a new and improved life courtesy of his massive dong. He was in A&E. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, while the bizarre method doesn't actually make your penis bigger, it turns out that it is a great way to make your penis bloodier and more rotten. Pics. Come on, guys. No. The case has been documented by Dr. Amar Armin at Urology Case Reports, where he said the shaft in question had become grossly deformed. To make matters worse, his flesh was visibly rotting, and he was diagnosed with Fournier's gangrene, a life-threatening flesh-eating bug of the genitals. Man, your life's taken a rough turn at that
Caught
point.
that early. You waited 2 years to go to A&E.
You just let that go with a fucking horn coming out of his head.
That's negligence.
4 years that had been growing, and he'd only come when it was like about that long. Ridiculous. I mean, when it's don't know. So these people with a gigantic like tumour on the side of their face, like yeah, they'll probably get it seen to now. Yeah, it's bigger than a football. The man was subsequently taken to him for emergency surgery to remove dead flesh and drain fluid from his peen. Took a total of 3 operations to remove all the infected tissue, most of which was on his scrotum. And he was transferred to the plastic surgery team who grafted skin onto the affected areas. Ultimately, medical intervention saved the man, whose fever-like symptoms died down after the ops. He was allowed to leave hospital after a month. According to The Sun, Dr. Amin said in his report, penile self-injections are performed in order to attempt to increase penis size and have been reported to cause latent pain, ulceration, and Fournier's gangrene. Common materials used for penile augmentation that have been described in the literature are mineral oil, God damn those essential oils, petroleum jelly, nandrolone, deconate, and waxes. Cool. Yeah, man. He added the most likely reason for the development of Fournier's in the patient would have been related to foreign material in the form of petroleum jelly. Yeah, you reckon? You reckon that was it? You reckon it was injecting the petroleum jelly into his pain that caused it? Yeah, we think so, yeah. God. Interestingly, our patient reported that this practice was fairly commonplace in the South Pacific Islands.
See, I'm taking from this that it works.
Yeah,
because he's
for a
had
bit.
it for
For a
like
bit.
2 years, and then it was so big that he just scratched it a bit too much, and then that caused it to get infected.
Overworked, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, you got yourself a nice big dick, you're going to start slinging it, aren't you? Yeah.
Far too much business.
Yeah, that's it. You know, you can't work 24 hours a day. You're not a machine, you know. Fair play,
not
Dr.
yet.
Not yet. Dr. Amin, that is interesting. Why can't this Buckfast getting to me? Though, this is a delicious cocktail, though, I must say.
I know, it's great, isn't it?
Hayley? Yeah? What is it? Can you explain what exactly is in the Buckfast cocktail? Buckfast? On mic, please, baby girl.
And ice.
Pondy mic.
Yeah, so you can make it at home.
Buckfast, Malibu, lime, passion fruit, and then topped up with passion fruit Rubicon. Sparkling.
Yes, that was it. Yeah. Lovely. Oh, lovely. Okay, so that's probably enough penis news, or there might be other stuff.
Remember what show you're on?
Yeah. Okay, more penis news. All right, now this is very coffee and memes worthy. Priests pour holy water over city from plane to help stop fornication and substance abuse. Have you seen this?
Was the city Brighton?
I fucking hope so. Jesus Christ. Russian Orthodox... No, hold on a second. There was a guy in... this was happening in Brazil, I think, but this is in Russia.
Oh, right.
Yeah, wow, okay.
He's on tour.
Must have taken
doing
off.
a world tour.
Yeah. Russian Orthodox priests have been busy lobbing gallons of holy water over a city, hoping that it will save the residents from diseases like substance abuse and sex.
And communism.
Yeah, well, good luck with that. Well, the first thing the commies do is get rid of the religion. The clergyman decided to go to great lengths, or rather heights, to try and purge the central Russian city of Tver of such spiritual illnesses, taking to the skies in a small aeroplane on September the 11th. Also, the Russian Orthodox's Church Day of Sobriety. Lovely. Okay. Bishop Savar told Tver News ahead of the flight, I want my prayers to protect the city from the afflictions befalling it, from all accidents and social adversity. Once the aircraft had clambered to an altitude of 800 feet, the priests began the proceedings. They kicked off by holding a prayer service before the door of the plane was opened, and they poured the holy water onto the city. 70 litres of the stuff, in fact. Wow. God.
It's not that much.
Yeah. Also on board were a married couple who claimed the husband had been miraculously cured of alcoholism that day.
I won't drink again.
1 hour.
Wow.
Wow, I can walk.
Hey, it's Russia. Being sober for an hour is big news. Father Alexander Goryachev told the news site, Any disease is from a virus, and a virus is a demon. Therefore, any disease is primarily a spiritual disease.
Right.
Science.
Yep, that's it's rock solid.
It's
There's
really
no actual
popular
evidence
in the
for it,
cancer ward,
but it
isn't
is
it?
scientific fact. Yeah, why don't you go to the Children's Cancer Ward and cure their spiritual disease? Goryachev has boarded a plane every September since 2006 to mark the church's day of sobriety. But while he's used to flying over armed with icons in a bid to bring people back to the righteousness, this year he and Bishop Sava decided extra measures were needed. They decided to pack the specially sanctified water on the 19th ceremony and the 19th century icon of the inexhaustible chalice. Wow, an inexhaustible chalice.
Side 20's holy water.
Yeah. Side 20's holy water. Oh, God. Decided to pack the special sanctified water and the 19th century icon of the inexhaustible chalice the Orthodox believers maintain can heal alcoholics and drug addicts. Great. Fucking pass the chalice around, boys. Let's have a quaff. Alexander insisted the holy water was poured from a chalice rather than an instrument called an aspergillum that priests usually use in church.
Which I believe is Russian for penis.
Yes, yes, the special yellow holy water. Yeah. He explained this stops the spray from being blown back into the plane. Okay. While the stunt has been met with widespread ridicule, both locally and across the globe, Goryachev has been quick to rebuff those who are sceptical. He told the news, yep, there's our Cockney priest.
There's our Lord and Saviour.
Yep. Yep. There he is.
He wasn't told to shave that off at 14, was he?
No way.
He had that at 6.
Yeah. He looks good. He looks great. Where are we? We've got some. They've managed to cram some statistics from the World Health Organization in here. Goryachev told the news, "What is the joke? We are trying to help people get rid of diseases. We promote stopping alcohol consumption, drugs, and fornication. Is this laughable? It's hilarious."
Yes.
He added, "Let them laugh, and we will do our job." According to the latest statistics from the World Health Organization, new anti-alcoholism campaigns in Russia have helped slash the country's alcohol consumption.
Not the holy water, then.
No. On average, the rate has dropped from 15.8 litres of alcohol per person in 2005 to a mere 11.7 litres per person in 2016.
What, at once or
a day?
Like over the space of a year, over the space of about 20 minutes?
Yeah. So that's what, pure neat alcohol. 15. So it's a fair raz, isn't it? It's it's Russia. They don't fuck about. It's cold. There's not a lot on. They've had a rough time of it over the years. They've got shit to do. They've got bears to wrestle. They've got World War III to organise. It'd be fine.
Planes to fly.
Yeah,
Only water to throw out the window.
Yeah, got priest stuff to do. Priest
Elections
things.
to scam.
Yeah, all that good stuff. Only other mum of teen who went blind after living on diet of crisps says NHS should have done more.
Yeah, it's the NHS's fault.
Definitely NHS's fault.
It's definitely not bad parenting.
No way is this bad parenting. Mum Kerry insists she couldn't have done more for her son. It's Mum Kerry, there she is.
Couldn't give him more crisps.
No, I gave him as I was using the Pringle tubes as a force feeding device to really get all the flavours of the crisps in there. I even tried paprika. It was as if we were on the continent. We were off. It's got milkshakes with vitamin A in it or something. Anyway, poor lad's gone blind in one eye. Yeah, crisps and dragon soup, an exclusive diet. That would make you big and strong, so you can fuck.
And a dragon.
Yeah. Mum of a teenager who went blind after living off a diet of crisps, chips, and chocolate. It's almost vegan. 18-year-old Harvey Dyer will only eat What's-Its, Quavers, chocolate bars, and crisps. And has been that way since he was 2.
Since he was 2. Who was saying about having to take a test before having kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, Moustache Mum is starting to look pretty good right now.
Right.
Yeah.
You see, there should be like a happy medium. She cares too little. And Moustache Mum cares a little bit too much.
I'm impressed that he's got this far, to be honest. Like, how old is he? 17 or... I don't know. Doesn't say. Just says teenager.
He's
What does he
8.
look like? It's about,
He's
yeah.
actually 8.
Oh,
It looks like that.
Yeah. 18.
How is he demanding crisps?
Right, exactly. 2-year-olds can't talk yet.
Yeah, his mum. Right, well, his mum, Kerry James, appeared on ITV's This Morning, where she said she believes that a vitamin A injection could have saved his sight. Oh, you're a health expert now, are you? You're a doctor, are you? Yeah. Kerry insisted that she's not a bad mum and explained that Harvey, who has ADHD, would be sick and would sweat, cry and scream if he was offered any other food. As she said, I've done everything. I know people say it's probably because I'm a bad mum and neglected him. I don't listen to any of that.
Yeah,
Probably
it's
should.
It's not her fault she lactates crisps.
Yeah. I've fought for Harvey from the age of 2 and continued fighting until I'll continue fighting until he has that healthy balance of life. Fight harder. You've done clearly nothing. He's still only eating crisps and chocolate. Right. He's blind. At the end of the day, he's our priority, and I couldn't have done any more.
Jeez.
I mean, it looks like maybe she's tried to eat all the crisps and the chocolate.
Save yourself.
Yeah. She told Holly Willoughby and Philip Schofield that she took Harvey to see a paediatrician when he was younger, but she couldn't get him to take the medication, and medics told her it was his responsibility to eat more varied and healthy diet. A 2-year-old's responsibility. Listen, you're 2 now. It's time to tidy your room. Come on, take a bit more responsibility. You know, it's time to bear your cross. He said on his program, she said on the program, back in December, when we were told that it was down to nutrition, we think we could have done a blood test and then realised that vitamin A was so low, they could have given him a vitamin A injection, and then he could see a lot more out of his right eye. We could have saved it a lot better.
That's a good replacement for nutrition, isn't it?
Just injections, yeah. It's fine. Get some Soylent Green. Well, God bless them, you know, just keep living their best life, you know. Grim. Guys, it's the end of the show. We can get out of the sweat box.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo! We've done it.
See.
Hey, cheers for coming down and storming the station, guys.
We made it, you guys.
It's been a goddamned pleasure. Yeah. We'll have another birthday next year. How about that?
That's usually how they work.
Yeah, I think so. I guess. I mean, I don't know a lot about anything, but yeah.
Unless we feed you a crisps, you go blind and die.
Yeah, that seems perfectly reasonable. Guys, thank you to everyone who has watched, listened, enjoyed, commented, posted hatred, posted triggering memes, who has posted humorous videos, who have bullied me incessantly in the chat every day. How is the tit sweat over there? Significant, yeah.
Tit sweat is appalling at the moment.
Yeah, there's a smell coming from.
It's going to be like a water slide soon.
Yeah. Should bottle it, sell it.
Yeah, holy tit sweat water.
Yeah, so the elixir of the gods. It cures alcoholism. It cures everything.
Not my tit sweat.
Oh, God. That starts it. Unbelievable. Thank you to everyone who's been on the Patreon. Thank you everyone on the VIP list. Greg Crawford, Oliver Hooper, Tom Ryan, Reece Mosson, Squidgy Beats, Pauly Hutton, Ciarán R, Mike Kedzierski, Mate Tomkins, Dave Long, Joel Potter, Colm Murphy, Sam Howard, Tony J, Richard Patterson, Tom Camm, Stephen Harris, Matthieu Boulard, Jeroen Van Thunderbutt, Mike Pye, Lily Unsub, Richard Breaks, Thomas Hall, Chode Ryder, John Finison, BDR Crew, Josh Williams, Kris Breaks, Odin Bates, Flaxis, Matt Wright, Grant Sullivan, Tom Robinson, Dave Smasher, Connor Smythe, Kevin Kaiser, Nick Brock, John Simpson, Robin Card, Hugh Downer, Sarah Hunt, The Hitch, Marcel Tech, Willow, Bevago, Dan Tweed, Lupe Salazar, Big Watch, My Hill, Mike, Danny, Nick Fleming, Carl Lewis, Gordon and Liz, Carl Williams, Tom Skipper, unfortunately it's George DC, Anthony Sharp, Claudia Lushmere, Benny Stremrosh, Shay Timid, John Forsyth, Anderson, Pierce Ngola, MC Hammer Daddy, your mum and Leonardo Gervais. Guys, cheers for coming in. Bunch of legends.
Also, a big thank you for Will for hosting this shit.
Woo! Cheers, guys. Fucking pleasure.
And Wes.
Yeah, thanks, Wesley. You've kept me sane through all of this madness. And one day, maybe you'll grow up to be a lab Bible journalist. You never know. You never know.
He's got the fingers for it.
Certainly, yeah. Tom Woods. Brilliant stuff. Guys, I love you all. Thank you, everyone in the chat. Thank you, everyone who's donated today. You are all heroic. Tune in for Parallaxed now for another hour at least of good shoe throwing action. Right, love you all. Goodbye. Woo! Woo!